a story in today's Telegraph. ASIO's anti-social security meeting. Oh, what's this about? Well, let's have a quick look over here. Facebook and Google executives have been called to Canberra for urgent meetings with the nation's top spy agencies. They also met with ASIO, Homeland Security. That's further in the article. And it says to deal with, foreign interference. That's not what this story's about. And tackle fake news during the upcoming electoral campaign. That's what this is about. In a funny sort of way, in a true sort of a way, this story itself is fake news in adding this foreign interference, because that's not what this story is about. This is just all Russia rubbish and other junk, China. Look, forget the foreign interference. They don't care. They want foreign interference so they can make money out of it. This is what it's about over here. And to zoom in over here, Labor Communications spokesman Michelle Rowland urged social media companies to take strong action to retain the integrity of the upcoming election. It says Labor acknowledges a major focus digital platforms have been addressing, don't say what they're going to do, just addressing fake news, and we urge them to redouble their efforts to combat misinformation around elections. A bit further down, Deputy Director of Deakin University, wow, that's a shining example of free speech, isn't it? Cybersecurity research Matthew Warren said fake news and foreign interference was one. Well, hang on. Fake news and foreign interference, they're two different things. But he is a Deputy Director of Deakin University. That he can't detect that he's mentioned two things, then said one was one of the biggest issues leading. So that's what he actually means, fake news. Foreign interference isn't a problem. And they want the government to fund a public awareness campaign on the issue. So what's going to happen with this? Well, obviously the government is going to have ads obviously the target for producing fake news, well, what they call fake news, is going to be alternate media. So obviously they're going to have public awareness campaigns to try and divert people away. Back here when she says address, well, what are they going to start? Shutting down sites, shutting down YouTube channels, or changing their algorithms? They don't really say. But I would just say, I'll start over here. I'd say some of the targets. I don't think my channel's a target. I don't think I'm going to, my subscriber base is going to swing any elections. I don't think they're worried about me. Although I will be doing a lot of Turnbull, because he's going to try and lay low now. They're not going to really report on him. But I will be keeping tabs of all the people that he's co-opted and monitoring it, because they're the Turnbull people. So I'll be making some videos on that as the election draws nearer. But the ones that do have a substantial subscriber base with views is Gary Awesome and Independent Man. Now, they're not directly political, but they do a lot of anti-feminist stuff. So they could be seen as fake news against women politicians. That's that sort of thing. Look, fake news is, and it's intentional. It's very vaguely defined. In fact, it's not really defined. They'll just define it on a case-by-case basis when it suits them. That's the setup that they've got. So, Independent Man, CEC Australia, they are the ones that are blowing the whistle on that bail-in, or blew the whistle on the bail-in and objected in Parliament. So they could come under some fire. I think this channel here, this one's a really good channel. It's really entertaining. It does it in a sarcastic but very funny way. It has really poignant messages. I should do a what I watch and do this channel as well, but I think I mentioned them a few times. I mention them now. So I did do a what I watch with Claudia, and I should do one for Anaconda, shouldn't I? Oh, he's done nothing for me. Why would I do that? No, I'll take this opportunity to thank Anaconda. My subscribers went from about 650. I'm up over to 708. Just spiked from his recommendation. So I will thank him for that and make mention of, the very few people that come to my channel don't know about Anaconda. But if you're one of the very few, then Anaconda Malt Liquor 15, I think he's up to. So anyway, this Juice Media, this could certainly be a target, because again, they always have a go at the governments, and they do bring facts into it, but what they don't want, the facts that they don't want to be expressed, that they're going to determine to be fake news. So it's very interesting, this article. Obviously they've sort of tried to throw in the foreign interference, because that actually would be legitimate for tech companies to get involved in, but they don't care about fake foreign interference at all. It's carefully managed, and even to the point of using it in psyops with Sam Dastiari. He's done very well for himself. there's no way he would have got caught the way he did without, being part of some kind of, and look where he is now. He's having a very successful media career, and I think he might be even getting back into politics or something. So, it's not like he's been punished at all. He's probably on a better wicket now than when he was in Parliament. So, yeah, certainly foreign interference is not the problem. Not what this article's about. So anyway, it should be interesting. So yeah, watch for some public awareness campaigns, and even maybe some channels their views might start to go down if they change the algorithm, or they might just try and get rid of them altogether. It's interesting, say if there's a political debate and they've got opposing views, and say one of the major parties said, we'll fund, whatever, women staying at home for 5 years. And then Cory Bernardi or the CEC, all these other minor parties that are running candidates, will say, well, that's going to send us broke, and we're going to go into debt default. Now, he's right, and they're saying, no, that won't happen, and they're wrong. But will they shut down Cory Bernardi and say, well, they do anyway. When was the last time you've seen Cory Bernardi? He's been really isolated. He can't get on any TV news panel shows or be interviewed. I haven't seen an interview with him. I noticed Clive Palmer's getting a... see, Pauline Hanson in that, what was that? I'll just see if I can find that. Pauline Hanson, I don't know whether she's a part of it, and she's been told to, well, if you let your voter base go over towards Clive, we'll help you out, because, yeah, she's in the news here. What was the latest one? Yeah, this James Ashby rubbish. James Ashby, right hand man, news.com. I don't know what happened. I haven't really watched too much of it. It just looks like a load of stage shit. But yeah, her reputation's being trashed. And look, I'd say she's probably too stupid to be involved. I think they've set her up with this other guy that was involved. Even maybe James Ashby has been gotten to. But this is all just staged rubbish, because they want Clive Palmer to be the right, a bit like Blair Cottrell. He's supposed to be the right wing, extreme right wing, and he does stupid things. Well, Clive Palmer's already done stupid things. If he gets in, there's so much dirt on him, he can't do anything anyway. If it doesn't get in, won't get into power, but if he gets any seats, they're going to have total control over him. They're just going to say, here we go, nickel refinery, all these scandals. They've got total control of him. So they're trying to divert the conservative ones that aren't staying with the Libs, instead of going to Cory Bernardi, the Citizens Electoral Council, or Pauline Hanson. They're trying to direct them towards Clive Palmer, because he's just a buffoon. Spend $50 million to get back on the political stage. Where's he getting his $50 million from if he can't afford to pay the nickel workers that he's in trouble for that? Queensland billionaire. There's been so many doubts that he's a billionaire. He's just a big buffoon. There he is. So he's working for the bad guys. I'll do a video on Clive and his rise to prominence. He really should have been turfed out with his first attempt at politics. But they've resurrected him because, like I said, they can see he's just a buffoon with so much baggage that, they've got complete control of him. So that's how Turnbull is going to be controlling that side of things. He's got control of... Well, look, I'll do like I said, I'll do some videos on Turnbull as the election starts to draw close. But he's one of the Turnbull, well, he's least controlled by them. He might not even know it yet, but he will be controlled by them. So, all right. So yeah, just back to this article. There we go. There'll be a few more of these sort of articles about fake news and censorship and that sort of thing. So anyway, we'll see how it plays out. Like I said, I think the ones in danger or might be affected, because they're not doing it for no reason. They're going down there in urgent meetings. Probably channels like this. Maybe there's channels that I don't know about that are political, that are Australian channels that are quite big. I should do a bit more searching and find some more. But I sort of have enough on my plate as it is, without sort of trying to find new channels. I'll go to the boys in Victoria, Woodrow and Pyman, and I still go to PK. So he doesn't come to Vive at all. I'll pop in on him, and obviously Anaconda. Those guys, and my international one. So I don't really. I should try and make more time to try and find more Aussies political channels. If anyone knows any, just put them in the comments if you think they're good. Because they've just presented to me, and I don't have to spend a lot of time because I don't have much time. I'll actually watch them. So all right, okay. Well, that's it for this one.